Hello YouTube, this is Skyfire, the Pokemon Mag. I am bringing you a Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle video. And this battle is against Shinytrainer from the Pokemon Wi-Fi room. Now you're probably looking at the team, you're wondering there are Ubers in this one. Yeah, I know what you mean, there are Ubers in this one, but this battle was a little bit more interesting than I thought. I really didn't play the best that I would usually do when it comes down to Ubers. I just want to show some Pokemon this one. But then that's just me. I like to show a lot of different Pokemon when it comes down. So, in this battle, I'm going to bring in Remark, which is my Manaphy, and he's going to bring in Mewtwo, Shiny. Which I guess there are some random times where Mewtwo can be Shiny. Even though it is very, very hard for me to get one, but, you know, anything can happen, I guess. So, I am going to go for a Tail Glow, which brings my special attack to +3, while it goes for Thunderbolt. And when I saw Thunderbolt, I was thinking, this can't be right. A Mewtwo with Thunderbolt, I usually would find that very interesting. So, I am going to go for a Surf, hoping that I was going to one-hit KO. It did not. So the Thunderbolt, and just like that, I'm already down. So this was very, very bad to start. Now, you think things would get worse even though I bring in Drouillard? Huh, let's just find out. So, okay. I go for a Calm Mind, which is funny because Giratina is actually going first. And even funnier, I saw him Ice Punch. I said, this should be very interesting. So, Drouillard walls that Ice Punch, but this is again what I have a problem with. How did I get frozen, like, again? You know, one of my worst things about playing randomness is that every time I play someone that uses Ice Beam or Ice Punch or even Blizzard Attack, I get a freeze. And worse, it happens to Drouillard. Why Drouillard of all Pokemon? And each time I'm thinking maybe Dragon Pulse will do it, maybe Aura's Field with defrosted. Nothing was defrosted after what? 2 turns. It keeps doing Ice Punch, and I'm trying to get it to where I can get that Aura Sphere, that something off, but it's like nothing. Nothing's happening. I'm frozen after 3 turns. Is freeze like a permanent effect or something like that? Because I'm using every single move in the book that Drouillard has, and I just cannot get ice a move to come off. So what's that? 4 Ice Punches. Yeah, Drouillard's finally KO, but I'm kind of upset at the fact that that happened anyway. So you know what? I'm gonna bring in my own Mewtwo. And I'm going to do a Calm Mind, like Drouillard did. So it goes for Iron Tail. Okay. What kind of a Mewtwo is this? I don't know what kind of Mewtwo that was, but all I know is it's about to be a KO'd Mewtwo. Thank you to that Shadow Ball, finally. So yeah, I'm down 2 Pokemon just because of luck in that doggone freeze hacks from Drouillard. Okay, Metagross comes in. I am going to go for Aura Sphere, and I'm going to take it down to half. It goes for Toxic. What kind of a Metagross is this? I've seen some strange things, but this is unreal. But thank goodness Telegraph has a Lumberry, so when I thought I was going to be toxic for a while, I didn't. So I just went for another Aura Sphere, and that's a bye-bye to that Metagross. So here comes Alakazam, and I am going to go for another Shadow Ball. Obviously, with +1 special attack and all that special attack that Mewtwo has, I knew it was going to KO, but I always forget that Alakazam does sometimes carry a Focus Sash, but it goes for Snore. What kind of Alakazam is this? You got a snoring Alakazam. I don't believe that. I really don't. So here comes Charizard, and you know I'm thinking with +1 special attack. I figured that the Side Strike, Bigly, when he KO'd it, it did not. And it goes for Outrage. Hey, at least something was going right. Huh, and it was a crit too. You know, this next move I made a misplay because I thought Outrage was not going to get down to that much. And I had goofed myself into clicking on Calm Mind when I should have did another Side Strike. So even though it was at +2, but you got KO'd by the second Outrage. So my next Pokemon will be Cincinnati, which is my Cinccino. I go for a Tail Slap. It only hits once, but once is what is needed to KO that Charizard. Groudon comes at, and I was hoping, I wish I had a chance to work up before I use the Outrage or something like, or not Outrage, before the Outrage came out, but instead I decided to see how Tail Slap was going to do. So once I brought out Cincinnati, now I will do workup and see how much damage the Bullet Seed would work. So I'm looking at it, it's going to hit 5 times because I do have Skill Link on it, but when I realized it wasn't going to KO it after the 5th try, I was a little mad at myself because I already got hit by the Earthquake the first time. And the second Earthquake is probably going to KO Cincinnati. So unfortunately, that move did not work out for Cincinnati this time. So here comes Jefferson, which is my Thundurus. And I'm going to go for a Nasty Plot for a +2 special attack. It goes for Fissure, which is funny because of two things. For one, it's ground type, and second of all, isn't Thundurus part flying? Yeah, that didn't work at all. So I'll go for Grass Knot, and that is a KO on the Groudon. And so Rayquaza comes out next. I had wondered if I had Air Slash on this, but I don't. I forgot. This is not Tornadoes, this is Thundurus. Thunderbolt on that came so close. And then here comes the Outrage. I was thinking that was going to be KO, but I lose 3 HP. 3. You know, Jefferson has had history of surviving big moves like Outrage with 3 HP. It's probably why I didn't give it a Focus Sash. Well, anyway, the Flash Cannon will KO Rayquaza, and that is a good game to Shinytrainer. I did not really play all that good in this. Well, at least when I wanted to bring in Giratina, and the freeze really messed that up. So I guess hacks did mess up a little bit of strategy on my part, especially when I was going to try to sweep with Giratina. But oh well, I guess that happens that way. It would have been even funnier if Mewtwo didn't have Thunderbolt. I usually expect Psychic, Flamethrower or something like that, but you know, movesets on Ubers can be very interesting, especially when their move pool is very high. Especially Mewtwo and Rayquaza. But for the most part, Thundurus and Cinccino did at least pretty good in that. Well, it was Thundurus and Mewtwo pretty much who did most of the work anyway on that one. Rate, comment, subscribe, give a like. This is Skyfire saying see you next time.